Welcome to Floristry, Tafe, New South Wales, Western Sydney region. My name's David Berger and today we're featuring the dahlia, a really beautiful seasonal flower that has a lot of different applications. I'm going to make quite a modern arrangement, and this is an arrangement where I've used a base of vases that I've connected with black salix and using cable ties to make something that would be very suitable for a table design. I have some beautiful coral coloured dahlias that are going to bring out the tint in the water. So I've actually tinted the water in these vases, and they're very easy to fill just with a little test tube chopper just to fill up the water. And what the coloration of the water does is masks the water if it's starting to get a little bit cloudy. This is quite an intricate design which features the use of the cable ties and the black salix to hold all the little vases together. So it's quite an interesting one, but it's not perhaps one that the customer would like to be needing to change the water in very regularly. They'd really want this water source to stay nice and fresh during the life of the flower. So that's why I've used the coloration in the water. You just need to think about the different colour that you're going to place into the water to make sure that it's suitable for your flower, either a contrasting colour or a colour that's within the flower. Like I said, these particular dahlias have a little bit of a mixture of a pink and also an apricot in their colouring. So I've decided on the orange to bring some strength down into the design. What I'm also doing is making sure when I place the dahlias that I'm placing them each side so that there's a face each side of this table design. I'm going to bring a little bit of a stronger feature colour into it by the use of a couple of pieces of the cotinus foliage. It's a really beautiful foliage that's going to give a little bit of a contrast, like I was talking about before, to the colours that I've put together here. It also has that red base in it, which when we think about the colours that we've used, the orange, the pink and the apricot of the dahlias all have that red base in their colours. So sometimes if you're thinking of what colours to put together, if you use colours that have a primary colour in their components or in their base colour, those colours often blend very well together in different strengths of colour. So that's how we create interesting colour as well, not just by the use of it, but also by the application of the strength of the colour and the tints and the tones. So the strength of the colour that we apply. That's why the orange coloured water in the vases is quite a strong colour of orange, or quite a deep colour. And then we've got the coral peach colour of the dahlias, and then we've got the more burgundy of the cotinus. So all the colours are within the same blend, but the different strengths of them allows for some different play and some individuality. What you also should consider when I'm doing an arrangement like this and I have multiple vases, I want to make sure that I have some flowers or foliage into each vase. I don't want any of the vases empty, because then the client or customer might think that something has been missed. So normally when we put a multiple vases together, we want to make sure we have material in all of the vases. And sometimes we have the beautiful little buds of the dahlias as well, which add another little fresh look to this arrangement. So a couple of the little buds I can just put into the top of the arrangement as well, even leaving a little leaf onto a couple of them, just to bring a little bit of that green, just a tiny little bit of play of green up onto the top of the design. So here I have a nice hedge of the dahlias, all the little faces showing to the sides of the design so that they'll be nice and attractive on the table. As I said, the coloured water is going to mask the water for the life of the dahlia, so this won't need to be changed by the recipient at all along the life of the vase, but it's going to be a really interesting little conversational piece. You can see now that the black willow that holds everything together makes it movable in one complete unit, and this one would be great to put along a table or even on a buffet, and it's a great feature of our seasonal flower, the dahlia, not just for more traditional arrangements, but very striking in a modern design as well.